Narrator. I, Becky, joined a group of celebrity mom friends by a strange twist of fate. The trigger was meeting a mom friend named Maddie. Maddie is kind to me in many ways, and she seems to belong to various mom friend groups, one of which is a group for wealthy wives only. The other day, Maddie invited me to join, saying, I think it's perfect for our group. So I decided to greet the group leader, Anne, first. Hello, Anne. I look forward to getting along with you. Nice to meet you, Becky. I'm going to talk to you about this group from now on, so listen carefully. Okay. First of all, let's talk about the members who can join this group. This group is for moms from wealthy families whose husbands have a certain income or more. In order to join the group, you need a recommendation from a current member. Maddie invited me to join the group the other day. Yes, Maddie is particularly wealthy in this group, and she is a trusted person by everyone. Because of her recommendation, there is no problem with your joining. Is there something wrong? You're ordinary, aren't you? Ordinary? How should I say it? You're an ordinary housewife. You don't have any wealthy elements. What do you mean? For example, what brand is the bag you always carry? I don't have any particular preference for bags, so I buy them at clothing stores that have a good size. About how much does it cost? About $50. The cheaper the better. You know, the bags of the people in our group are all brand name. I'm not really interested in brand name items. Listen, everyone has brand name bags. In other words, I'm telling you to keep up with the others. Even if I'm not interested in brand name items at all, I'm saying this because I'm worried about you. If you're the only one carrying a bag for around $50, it's not classy, is it? You should also pay attention to your clothes. Clothes too? Of course. Where do you usually shop for clothes? At my favorite clothing store in the shopping mall. For example, how much do you buy a top for? Well, if possible, I'd like it to be under $50. I also like dresses, but I don't buy them unless they are under $70. So you always buy them on sale? Yes, I like to buy discounted items if possible. It feels like a better deal. A deal? I wonder if I should stop you from joining our group. I don't think you'll be able to keep up with our conversations. I can already picture you being the only one out of place. I wonder why Maddie chose such a person. I wonder why. You can decline on your own. But since I was able to join the new group, can I see how it goes for a while? You don't intend to decline. Okay. Then we'll have a lunch party next week. So come in neat clothes. We'll reserve a casual Italian restaurant. Okay, I understand. Don't come in denim or anything like that. Okay. The day of the lunch party. It was so delicious, right? It's our members' favorite restaurant. But why do you show up in such cheap-looking clothes again? Did it look cheap? I thought I did my best. How can you say that's your best? You look so poor that I was embarrassed. I'm sorry. You're not going to say that it was difficult to pay for the lunch, are you? Oh, I thought $30 for lunch was a bit expensive. I knew it. Why did a commoner, or rather a poor person, join this group? But I enjoy talking with everyone. Did you understand what we were talking about? Well, even though they're rich, mom friends are still mom friends. I was able to have a fun conversation about my own child. Isn't it because Maddie was considerate of you? Oh, really? Everyone was being considerate of you. I'll be careful from now on. Next, we're going on a trip next month. Oh, where to? We found a very nice hotel nearby. We're all going there. That's great. I want to go too. The travel expenses are quite high to go together. What are you going to do? Can I talk to my husband about it? I need his permission to leave the house overnight, even if I'm a housewife. I understand. Contact me again tomorrow or something. Okay. The next day. Hey, Anne. My husband gave me the okay for the trip. That's good. So, can you pay the travel expenses? It's $800, including transportation. Wow, a luxury hotel. I'm so excited. It's not about being excited, it's about money. Don't worry, I can pay $800. Oh, then can you pay me when we meet next time? Okay, I understand. Just a final confirmation. You're really going on a trip with us, right? Yes, I am. I know that lunch expenses on the way will cost extra, but you understand that, right? I understand. Don't forget the souvenir money. You're worrying too much because you're saying that a poor person like you is coming. I'm not that poor. That's why I'm saying it's suspicious. Well then, I'll really put you in the reservation. Yes, please. The day of the trip. Becky, you look like you were having a lot of fun during the trip. Yes, I had a lively conversation with everyone. I'm kind, so I changed your room to a cheaper one because you're poor. It wouldn't be good to push you too hard, right? You should be happy that you were able to travel with us rich people. Is that so? In return, I changed your room to a $2,000 suite room. What? I thought that you, who are always showing off your wealth, wouldn't be satisfied with the same room as everyone else. Why did you do that? I won't pay $2,000. But you're rich, aren't you? You call me poor, so I'm sure your husband has a lot of income. I'm sure you can tell your husband that you spent $2,000 on your own, can you? What do you mean? A poor person like you is saying that. Do you really think I'm poor? You don't have any wealthy elements. My husband is the president of a company. What? A company president? Yes. It's not a very big company, but the business is growing, so the income is reasonable. That's a lie, isn't it? I'm not lying. If I'm considered poor, then your husband must have a lot of income, right? That's, well, it's my turn to talk. Why is the wife of a company president dressed so poorly? Don't interfere with my preference. I only buy and wear what I think is good. I don't understand at all why having brand name items is a status symbol. But if you're the president's wife, you've been going to various places with your husband, right? What do you do in those situations? That's work. So I'll prepare proper dresses and suits. It's natural for private life and work to be different, isn't it? Isn't that the same for you? Yes, that's right. I'm the same way. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Do you understand that it was a mistake to call me poor? I understand. That's good. Then you can have a wonderful night in the suite room. I'll enjoy the room service in a cheap room that you kindly changed for me. That's right. You changed my room without permission. What am I going to do? $2,000? Isn't it okay? You work for a top company. Or maybe you don't work for a top company? That's not a lie. Don't make fun of me. Then $2,000 is nothing, right? Your husband will forgive you, won't he? Of course not. Why not? Okay, I give up. I'll tell you, so please change the suite room back. It depends on what you say. My husband does work for a top company. That's not a lie. But his position is just a section manager, and he doesn't have much income. Even today's trip, I managed to scrape together $100 to participate. So the monthly meals expenses for the group are also tight? Yes. I think it's crazy to spend $30 on lunch every month. Besides, branded bags are a status symbol, so I have to have them. And I'll be made fun of if I have the same one every time. Don't you understand how hard I'm trying? By the way, Anne, why are you so particular about brand name items? Because it's the status of a rich person. Everyone has them, and I'll be left out if I don't have them. I see. I'm not very interested in brand name items, so I spend that money on my child's education and family trips. Oh my god, Becky, that's a waste. You're rich. Everyone has different values. I'd rather spend money on memories and experiences than things. I don't understand. But a life of pretending will not last long. And shouldn't you save the money that will be needed when your child grows up? Buying many brand name items is nothing but a waste. I know that better than anyone else. If you know that you're doing something wasteful, why don't you stop? Anyway, I told you honestly. Talk to the hotel and cancel the suite room. Well, since I've heard this much, I'll ask the hotel. Please. A few minutes later, I just asked the hotel, but they said that there was a sudden reservation for the room we were originally supposed to stay in, so they couldn't change it. So please enjoy the suite room. Why? I can't pay for it. Then how about this? I'll give you a condition and pay for the suite room for you. What? Really? However, 1. You must repay me within a week. 2. You must never call me poor again. 3. You must leave this group. These are the conditions. Wait a minute. I can agree to 1 and 2, but 3 is impossible. Isn't it a good opportunity? To quit a life of pretending to be a celebrity with a lot of waste. No, don't take away my sparkling life. A few days later. Narrator. In the end, Anne, who couldn't pay $2,000, accepted Becky's conditions and had her pay for it. Her husband immediately found out that she had spent $2,000 on the trip, and she was scolded for a long time. Moreover, all the brand bags she had collected were sold off to cover the $2,000. I think it was very good for Anne to be able to leave the group at this time. On the other hand, Becky is living a peaceful mom-friend life in a group where there are no more people who call her poor. Danny, listen to this. Something unbelievable happened again. Oh, what happened again? There's a single mother named Nina in my daughter's class, and I really think she's not human. Nina? That's right. Just because she's a single mother, I think she's inferior as a human being. I mean, if you think about it normally, it's impossible to raise a child alone, isn't it? Nina always wears tattered clothes. The child always wears the same clothes too. Isn't that child abuse? That's... And Nina can't even greet people properly. She always says, "Good morning," in a flat tone. Isn't that making fun of us mom friends? Everyone has their own circumstances. That's just an excuse. Just because she's a single mother doesn't mean she can do whatever she wants, right? But I don't think it's right to speak ill of someone based on speculation. But that's what I really think. She must have problems as a person, so her husband must have run away from her. That's too much. But that's what it's like, isn't it? If you have no more nerves, you wouldn't leave your child and leave the house. There may have been a reason. There's no reason. All single mothers are self-centered and selfish. I don't think that's true. It is true. I hate single mothers. Why? Because it's pitiful for the children. It's not normal for them not to have a father. There are various forms of families. I don't accept that. It's best for children to grow up with both parents. I think your thinking is a bit biased. I'm not biased. My thinking is common sense. People have their own circumstances. It's not good to make assumptions. You're so nosy. Don't interfere with what I say. But anyway, I hate Nina. I don't want to be associated with such a person. This conversation is over. Let's talk about something else. Oh, that rumor about Maddie. Another rumor about Maddie? Well, I haven't heard anything, but what happened to Maddie? Actually, don't be surprised. Maddie is working part-time. I was so surprised. I mean, Maddie always have the image of having brand name items, right? But she's working part-time. How did she get the brand name items she had until now? I heard that there's a service that rents out brand name items recently. So I wonder if she used something like that to have brand name items. I don't like it. I feel like a pretentious person doesn't have to try so hard to keep up with us mom friends because we're a group of celebrities. Maddie is working part-time? Huh. Is that so bad? I'm sure Maddie always had the impression of having brand name items. But didn't she work hard part-time and buy brand name items without money? If so, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Huh? Do you know what you're saying? Part-time. Part-time. Not something that low-level housewives do. Our mom friend group, including me and you, is a celebrity mom friend group that sends children to prestigious elementary schools. But part-time, she's doing what the lower class does. That's a picture of our mom friend group. Besides, if she can send her child to that elementary school, her husband's income should be reasonable, right? But why is Maddie working part-time? I guess she's been trying too hard to send her child to that elementary school. Oh no, that's so miserable. Anyway, Maddie is definitely going to be expelled from the next mom friend group. You should also do that. Huh? Expulsion means ostracizing her? I don't think that's right. Maddie hasn't done anything wrong, has she? Just because she was working part-time. Besides, you're talking about Maddie being poor. But maybe she's just working to kill time because she has too much free time. Or what? Are you denying my opinion? My husband is a sales manager of Smile Text Trading. I don't know what rank your husband is, but your husband works for Smile Text Trading, right? You're probably just a regular employee. Would you please stop trying to go against me, the wife of the manager? Besides, I think that if you want to work, you should work as a proper employee in a proper company. I despise Maddie for not doing that and taking a half-hearted, low-level job like part-time. It's difficult for any company to hire full-time employees when your children are still in elementary school, isn't it? I mean, elementary school's children in the lower grades are only watched until around 2 p.m. And even if you want to work as a short-time, full-time employee during that time, companies won't hire you. So continuing to work part-time, which only earns a pittance, is like proving that the Maddie family is a poor family with no money. I want to give my daughter the best education. prestigious kindergarten, prestigious elementary school, prestigious junior high, prestigious high school, prestigious university. And I want her to get a job at a big company and find a wonderful husband there, like me. For that purpose, I don't want her to interact with children from low-level families. That's why I'm going to exclude Maddie from the mom friends. You do the same. Got it. Well, I'll keep it in mind. A few days later. Cassie, you've been avoiding me lately. Everyone in the usual mom friend group ignores me when I greet them, and you don't even make eye contact with me. Did I do something to everyone? Oh, you have a lot of guts. You were giving off an aura that you didn't want to be talked to, but you're sending me the message like this. And to me, the boss mom. So you thought I didn't want to be talked to? Why? Did I or my child do something to everyone? You should think about it with your hand on your chest. You have a reason that is not suitable for a member of our celebrity mom friend group. I don't know. Please tell me the reason why you're ignoring me. You seem to be working part-time without telling us. Huh? Oh, yes, I am. But I didn't mean to keep it a secret from everyone. Is that a reason for ignoring me? Of course it is. When I told you that Maddie was working part-time, I told you a lot about it. How lowly part-time work is. How unsuitable the children of families who do part-time work are for our children. If you listen to it, it seems that you were already working part-time at that time, and yet you joined us in gossiping about Maddie. How rotten can a person be? I'm ashamed of myself for being with such a person until now. Well, I was working part-time at the time, but I wasn't working because I didn't have money, as you say. My child doesn't need much attention anymore, and I get depressed when I'm alone at home, don't I? So I decided to go out to work part-time. Part-time work can be arranged to fit the elementary school hours, and I can have my own money instead of being bored at home alone. So I thought it would be just right. But why part-time? I don't understand. I told you when I found out that Maddie was working part-time. If you're going to work as a proper employee in a proper company, that's fine. But part-time work, which only earns a small amount of money, is something that you shouldn't even have the right to be human. You probably only earn about $300 or $400 a month, right? Why would you choose such a miserable part-time job? I think your choice is foolish. This is why I don't want to associate with poor people. It's awful. I'm not bothering anyone, so you don't have to say that much. Anyway, it's decided that you'll be ignored at the mom friend group from now on. Don't talk to me anymore. Huh, is that so? I understand. A few days later. Cassie, that's too much. I asked my daughter. Your daughter and the children of the mom friend group are bullying my daughter. I don't mind being ignored, but I can't stand the damage to my daughter. If you do anything worse, I'll have to consider my options. What do you mean? I don't mind being ignored? I told you, didn't I? I don't want to associate with poor people. It's really pitiful to see you being ignored by all the mom friends. I'll forgive you if you become my errand girl, the wife of the manager. Your husband seems to be fired. What? You didn't seem to have heard it from your husband. Your husband has been sued by several female employees for sexual harassment for a long time. Your husband's performance is not very good. And in addition to the sexual harassment scandal with female employees, it was decided that he will be fired in the next personnel reshuffle. Didn't you hear it from your husband? I haven't heard anything. I mean, why do you know such a thing? You're probably making up a story because you're sad about being ignored, right? It's true, because my husband is the representative director of Smile Tax Trading, where your husband works. Huh? Representative director? That means the president? Well, simply put, yes. Oh, but don't get me wrong. I didn't tell my husband that I was being ignored or that my daughter was being bullied. But anyway, that's a lie. You're too sad about being bullied by us, so you're having delusions. Otherwise, there's no way my husband will be fired. Everything you're saying is made up. If you think so, why don't you contact your husband and ask? Also, this is a matter between our couple, but I'm going to tell my husband about the bullying my daughter suffered this time and the story of me being ignored. My husband is the doting father who loves his daughter, so he'll surely be angry. That's like a threat. Besides, why is the wife whose husband is in a position like the president working part-time? You have a lot of money. I'm not working for money. It's for the sake of making a difference in my life. Or rather, I want to work and feel a sense of accomplishment. That's why I'm working. Oh, I'm sorry. My part-time break time is almost over. I hope you'll cling to the title of the manager's wife until the next personnel reshuffle when you're being fired. Goodbye. Wait a minute. My husband is fired, and it's because of sexual harassment. That's a lie. It's a lie, right? Tell me it's a lie. A few days later. Narrator. After that, Casey's husband was fired from the company as planned, and it became difficult for her to send her daughter to the prestigious elementary school as before, and she moved away. As for me, I received apologies from all the mom friends who had been ignoring me until then, and I'm back to normal. The only difference from before is that Cassie used to be the leader, but now I'm the leader. My daughter has not been bullied since then and is living peacefully. Seriously, some people are troubled by exaggerating and treating someone as poor just because they are working part-time.